What's good, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video on my channel. Today we're going through round 22 tips. We're nearly at final series in September now, and round 24 fixture in the final week of the footy season has just released. Just check it on the AFL app. And the games that are fighting for finals, as in the best games are saved for Sundays. Lots of blockbusters on that day, and they started off with a big blockbuster on a Friday night at the MCG. Alright, anyways, let's not waste any more time. Let's stuck into round 22 tips. The first game is a massive Friday night blockbuster between Sydney and Collingwood at the SCG. Well, these two teams, they have been struggling throughout the season. Well, at least Collingwood has won 2 in a row after losing 4 in a row out of the 6 games before their 2 wins. But Sydney, what about them? They've lost 3 in a row. Oh my god. And I've lost so badly to Port Adelaide. This is going to be absolutely a blockbuster. It's sudden death for both of these teams. If Collingwood loses this game, they're in trouble for finals. And no back-to-back hopes are alive. If Sydney loses, it's got to be trouble for them. So as Carlton, I think. No, Brisbane. They're only 2 points behind the top of the ladder table. Sydney. But it's at the SCG, but I'm going to predict the Swans to get this job done. Sydney Swans to get this job done by 20 points. And my big call is it's got to be 10 or more lead changes throughout this game. Papley kicks at least 2 goals. The next game is between Brisbane and GWS at the Gabba. Oh, now, this is interesting. Both of these teams have won 5 in a row. They're 5 of their past 5 games. But if the Lions win this game and Sydney loses to Collingwood, the Lions will replace Sydney on the top of the ladder. This is going to be absolutely elite. This is really hard. It's at the Gabba. Brisbane finally improving at their home fortress after staying undefeated at home. So I'm just going to stick with the Brisbane Lions as it's their home team. They're the favourites to get this job done. The Lions to get this done by 16 points. The next game is between North Melbourne and the West Coast Eagles at Blundstone Arena. Now, North Melbourne recently played their final home game last week against Richmond, and they beat Richmond by 13 points. Well, speaking of Richmond, I'll get to that later. Anyways, well, West Coast, they have not been gone recently well during away games, only losing all the away games and only winning 3 home games in this season. North Melbourne, well, they know really this ground a lot, but just can't beat the good sides, like the top 8 side. This is a chance for them to finally win at Blundstone Arena this year. So, we're going to go with North Melbourne. The Roos to get this done by 26 points. The next game is a big game in Perth at Optus Stadium between Fremantle and Geelong. Oh my goodness. These two teams, they are looking for a top 4 spot. Geelong going recently well, finally improving after losing just 1 of their past 4 games. That was against the Dogs. That was our last loss. This is going to be absolutely interesting. Well, technically, yeah, Fremantle, they play really well at home, but they lost to Fremantle by a heartbreaking 1 point at the MCG. I went to the game, almost lost my voice. I had to yelled a lot because the game was so close. Sitting with Ryder Henry behind the SNG score. Right, let's get back to the game. With Tom Hawkins retiring at the end of the 2024 season and Fremantle having a young bloke, I am still going to back in Geelong to get this done. Even though Fremantle, I think the Dockers are the favourites to win this one, but I'm going to back in my own team to win this game. It's going to be an absolutely amazing team should Geelong win this game. So, I'm going to go with the Cats to get this done. Geelong to get this done by 21 points. The next game is between Melbourne and Port Adelaide at the MCG. Well, look, Melbourne, I don't think they have a strong side now. After being smashed by the Western Bulldogs last week, this is gonna be absolutely awkward if they lose this game to Port Adelaide. And I think they should do. I think they might lose to Port as well. Yeah, and Port, look, they've been absolutely incredible after smashing Sydney by over 100 points, in fact. And I think the Power's got to be the favourites to get this job done. So, Port Adelaide. The Power to get this done by 30 points. Got a big call for this one, even though it's not the first game of the round. Port is got to run away in the last quarter and win. The next game is between Essendon and Gold Coast at Marvel Stadium. Now, last two times those two teams met, I attended to the games at both at Marvel Stadium. The Bombers, well, they're certainly not dead yet after stealing a last-minute win over Fremantle at the MCG. I almost said off the stadium, so what the heck am I doing? Anyways, in Gold Coast, they're losing form in away games have been absolutely, gone worse and worse and worse. They recently lost to West Coast by 10 points, which just basically slashed their finals appearance for this year. In fact, Gold Coast have not even made finals in their history. But I don't think they're going to win this game. The Bombers, I'm going to go with the Bombers. The Essendon to get this done by 29 points. On to Sunday's game between a sold-out MCG between Retro Carlton, because they are going retro. So is Melbourne on Saturday as well. Carlton going retro on Sunday. Carlton and Hawthorn at the MCG. This could be anyone's game. Hawthorn absolutely losing by 2 points to GWS. They just have to win them all in order to make finals. It's going to be really tough. And Carlton, they are on the edge of the finals. They're sitting in 8th. If they lose, they could fall out from the 8 for the first time in 2024 after going so well this season. They just have to win this game here, the Blues and the Hawks. But who am I going to go for? I reckon I'm going to go with the Blues because, look, when I watch the footy, Carlton, they have a more consistent side than the Hawks. Because, yeah, every time they move the ball, they just have an absolute magnificent ball movement. They have a better, stronger, consistent team than the Hawks. So, we'll just go to Blues to get this done by, let's make it a close one. Let's go with 7 points. The next game is between Richmond and St Kilda at Marvel Stadium. Now, last night I checked the news. Dustin Martin retires as well from the footy. I think he's retiring immediately and effectively. I just saw it on the news, and I think he's going to have say farewell at the MCG in round 24 against Gold Coast. And St Kilda, they have not been the consistent side. It's probably the shittest game ever for this year. Richmond I think they're going to get the wooden spoon, no doubt. And St Kilda, they're not consistent enough, but I think they're going to finally win a game at Marvel Stadium. I said finally will beat someone. So I'm going to go with St Kilda. Well, meaning finally beat someone is beating someone comfortably, no need to work hard, unless Richmond actually does play well. So I'm going to go to Saints to get this done by 36 points. Last game at the Adelaide Oval on the Sunday is between the Adelaide Crows and the Western Bulldogs at the Adelaide Oval. Now, obviously, Adelaide just can't make finals no matter what. Their equation is officially gone. Gone. So they're going to play the last 3 games, then go to a season over for them. Looking forward for a better 2025 season. Because their 2024 season is a disgrace. And the Dogs, look, they have been absolutely magnificent throughout the past 4 games. They've beaten Carlton, Geelong, Sydney, and Melbourne. The 4 teams in a row they've beaten are favourites for the finals, or maybe even premiership contenders. Oh dear. So, and look, Marcus Bontempelli, he's gone absolutely sensational. Lifts his team to victories, and I think my early call is he's got to win the Brownlow for 2024. So, I'm going to go with the Dogs to get this done. Say the Western Bulldogs to get this done by, let's go with 38 points. That's going to do it for my round 22 tips. If you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the weekly vlog number 17 coming out later next week on Monday, because I've got some content to film this Saturday. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy this weekly vlog, and stay tuned for more videos to come other than my upcoming weekly vlogs, such as my live streams, matchday vlog, footy TV videos, etc, etc. Alright, cheers for watching. See you again in the weekly vlog number 17.